Scorpio, welcome to your abundance reading for April 2025. It's going to be very general. We're going to be looking at the 12 houses, okay, astrological 12 houses. So please take the bits that resonate and let the rest go, okay. Let's welcome in the high frequency archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, and of course our high selves to assist with this reading today. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what's going to jump out for the center of your reading here. The Ace of Beautiful Wands. Creativity here, new beginnings, new zest, new vitality, new enthusiasm, new passions here for you, Scorpio, which is just awesome. So now I'm just going to pull, like the 12 cards for the 12 houses, and in a moment we'll just have a quick chat about those, and we might grab some clarifying cards as needed. So in your first house at the moment you have the Four of Cups. So there could be something that there could be an emotional thing that you're kind of dealing with at the moment, but the Spirit has something on offer there for you, which it's looking like you have as yet to take this up. So this is your first house, which is the house of, your identity, yourself, your appearance and your image, okay? So maybe there's something about your image or your appearance that maybe you're not seeing or you don't realize, okay? And there could be other things that you're looking at or here that you're feeling into that, perhaps you're feeling a bit low motivation in this area at the moment. We might come back to that. Actually, you know what? Let's just grab a clarifying card on that right now. Okay, Spirit, we just want to clarify the Four of Cups here. And here we have the Ace of Wands. So I think what this means is, because we've doubled up on the center energy here, we have two Aces of Wands, okay? If we're clarifying the Four of Wands, this is kind of looking like that once you get going on this new passion or whatever, I think your sense of self and your identity is going to feel, less like the Three of Cups here, which is kind of contributing to a bit of a lull, or maybe a sort of a low in terms of motivation. But I think once you activate your passion and you sort of get going on something and you're involved and you're active, being creative, I think you're going to see just what this is, okay? I feel like this is energy is 4 is connected to that Ace there. In your second house of, your daily work ethic and things, this is clarity. So this could be something new. And I think maybe you're at the moment maybe you're in the planning phases, maybe you're communicating, maybe you could be looking for new work, okay? But this is an energy of victory too. So you're going to be having success in the new job or the new business venture or the new, your daily, whatever that is, your daily stuff that you do, you're going to be having success here. And it was looking like there's some new fresh energy coming in, particularly with regard to your intellect and communication, your personal truth, okay? So whatever you do, it's probably going to feel, kind of pretty in alignment for you there. In your third house of communication, and the mind in general, you do have the Five of Cups. So maybe you are sort of recovering from a disappointment or sadness here, but there's hope on the horizon and hope, right close to you here. So it's just a matter, once again, like as with the Four of Cups, it's sort of like just turning to sort of see that, and maybe you're in the process of realizing what that is. And I mean, this could be, maybe this is communication with friends, family, or loved ones that has sort of gone a bit south, like it's gone a bit sour, or maybe this is to do with a breakup, or maybe a breakup, or maybe it's some stuff online that's gone down that hasn't really been nice for you. And so you're kind of feeling that at the moment. And maybe you're getting some help with that. Maybe you're talking to a counselor or something like that, okay? In your fourth house of home, you have this thing here of energy of Two of Wands, which is to do with, I think it's looking like you're fairly secure where you are on the home front, but you're looking for something else. Okay, so there's a certain degree of dissatisfaction here. This could be in the home front, or maybe you know, sometimes when we go through a parenting phase where we are, you know, you give of yourself a lot as a parent, okay? And even though you have a wonderful, beautiful family and you love them very much, okay, sometimes you're like, well, you might just be looking, I just would like to do something for myself as well, okay? Depends how you view that, isn't it? And I think it depends on what previous life experiences have been as well. But, you know, this could also be talking about, you know, sometimes when teenagers sort of leave home, when they kind of come of age and they're looking to go out and sort of be more independent, it can be that, you know, there's security in the home, but, you know, it's kind of looking like, well, I think I might need to go and do something else as well. At the same time, you know, there can be a bit of a push-pull kind of energy there happening as well. The interesting thing is that, you know, this energy is looking directly at this one. So maybe there's connection, maybe there's some disappointment around the home or some communication that's sort of gone, that's been a source of disappointment for you here, Scorpio, possibly. And here we have in the 5th house of creativity or creative expression, this is stepping through a portal. So it's looking like things are going to be successful as well in this area. And it can be sort of also to do with romance, you know, play. And, you know, I think things are looking up. And this can also be talking about, you know, passion and romance as well. So this is, you know, yeah, this could be sort of this energy here coming in for you as well. Maybe you're tapping into that now. And here in your 6th house of service and purposefulness, I think you're having to be creative and adaptable, and maybe you are having to adapt to a new work situation, and maybe you're also still processing this emotion here. So it's looking like maybe you're up and down a little bit emotionally, but you're integrating, you're being flexible, you're adapting, you're being positive, and I think you're feeling this success. You're feeling it, okay, but you're just looking to manifest it now, okay? You've got the approach, you've got the attitude, you've got the energy in the air, and you're just looking to manifest it, okay? In your partnerships or contracts, marriage, relationships, this has been a Tower, and maybe you've just suffered a breakup of sorts, which kind of makes sense with this energy here, okay? Maybe you've suffered a breakup, but, you know, I don't think that's really going to hold you back from your abundance, Scorpio, because, you know, you have this success card here, which is not just you know, emotional abundance. It can be talking about financial, spiritual, you know, having a real nice balance between freedom and responsibility, okay? So abundance there. And so this could be, you know, coming down to earth. Maybe there's been an insight, maybe there's been a wake-up call for you here in the area of relationships, Scorpio, if that resonates. But also Spirit has your back, and there's the insight here coming in, okay? And also the higher frequency energies. Could also be talking about the solar, the eclipse energies, sort of helping you to come down to earth, helping you to ground, and also raising your frequency. You also have the Fool in your 9th house, but we'll get to that in a moment. Here we have in your 8th house of joint ventures and shared finances. This is like hard work. I think you're looking to protect what you've achieved so far, and that could just be that you've cultivated a pretty good work ethic, and you've been working hard here, I think, and you're actually good at what you do. And I think you are going to be moving on from this. So it's looking like the next. So this is sort of like protecting what you've earned, okay? And here you are, your 9th house. This is about you sort of stepping into the unknown, having faith and trust in yourself, which is sort of goes along with the Ace of Swords here. You know, if you're embarking on a new job, and also this new passion, and also, you know, maybe you are experiencing like a new connection with someone here as well, okay? And it's about really trusting your intuition, your gut feelings, and having faith in yourself as well. So trusting in your abilities, okay? And I think this has been a proving time for you. You've proven your ability here. You've proven your ability to work hard, okay? And I think that's going to help you here for you, Scorpio. And here we have in your 10th house of career, you know, expertise, your reputation, and this is about you sort of coming into contact or into connection with yourself. And maybe it might be to do with, you know, a new partnership potentially, but it's also your higher self, your divine masculine and feminine aspects coming together. And I feel like you're going to be sort of harmonizing different aspects of yourself. And also in your 12th house, you have the awakening. So I feel like you're going to be sort of awakening into a higher vibration. You're going to be sort of moving up from this vibe, and you're going to be sort of lifting your vibration and coming into co-creating with your higher self. Okay. In friends and groups, you do have the Five of Swords, which is sort of a bit of conflict. So this could be what you've experienced here. Okay, this could be, and also this Four of Cups, like this dissatisfaction, like there's something that has gone down here. This is like a grief associated with it, and maybe there was a bit of a conflict here. Maybe you had to walk away from something here. Okay. And that could have been, you know, associates. But I think you had to do this in the name of, because of your social awareness, your awareness of yourself. And you had to do it to be kind to yourself. Maybe you needed to move away from this energy, okay, which you know, makes sense here. And then, you know, this is in your 12th house, is like your awakening, okay. I think there might be a challenge that you're moving through at the moment, but I think once you start manifesting things, you have had a nice amount of experience to sort of life experience and work experience, and I feel like you're going to be able to step forward into the unknown, having faith and belief in yourself, and you will be sort of awakening up out of the you know, the lower vibe states. Okay. And yeah, it's going to be really awesome for you. I'm thinking here you have the Ace of Wands here at the center. Let's also grab another card for the center here for you, Scorpio, and then we'll grab an oracle card as well. Is there anything we need to clarify? I think it's fairly self-explanatory here. Okay, well, the Three of Cups has sort of come out first, and I feel like this is your joy, happiness, you know, collaboration and success here, and this is going to be really nice blend with the Ace of Wands. So this is potential. This is almost a manifestation of that potential. So that's looking really good there for you, Scorpio. We might also clarify let's clarify the Five of Swords up there in your 11th house, because that's, I think you've had to walk away from something in the name of, you know, in order to be kind to yourself. I mean, I think it was a bit, yeah, you're definitely healing from this. Okay. So, but I think it was a healing thing that you did in order to leave this situation. Okay. This energy here is like win at all costs, but I think in your case you had to preserve your own energy. It's for your own well-being and happiness. I think you needed to make this call, and I think it's been healing for you. Okay. It will be healing, even though at the time, you know, there's, you know, there might be some energies around that you are sensing. Okay. Let's have a look here at the Tower, just to see if that was okay, the Chariot. So yeah, that's a really powerful major arcana to have. I think even though this may have been, this is in your house of, you know, partnerships, relationships, I think maybe this is sort of to do with a bit of a breakup here, but you are moving on. Okay, this is about you activating your willpower, and I think it took a bit of willpower to actually step out of this situation for you here, Scorpio. Okay, but it's going to be abundant for you in the long run. Okay, it may have not felt like it at the time, but it is going to be. And I think you're sensing that. You have this in your, you know, creativity, romance, confidence, the world. You know, this is just really awesome here for you at the moment. How are we going for time? Yes, let's grab another one let's look at this Five of Cups down here. We'll grab almost a remedy card for that to just see what Spirit has to suggest for you with that. But I feel like you're going through an awakening. There's a kind of an emotional challenge at the moment, but I feel like you're kind of mastering that as you go forward, because you're trusting yourself. You're having faith in yourself, okay? Which is just great. Page of Wands. Yeah, a beginning. Okay, so this is a new passionate beginning, new enthusiasm, which definitely gels with the Ace of Wands here. And once again, we have the wand energy, which is, you know, you had the wand energy here. So once you activate this, you know, this will sort of start to move and you'll become more activated. The same thing applies here with your Five of Cups. Once you sort of start, you get, I guess, you get an idea of what this new passion is, and it might be associated with your new job or a new daily regime or something new that you're going to do that's going to help you with your abundance and your alignment. Okay, you'll feel more enthusiastic, inspired to move forward, okay, and to move out of this energy. So, yeah, let's grab a Keepers of the Light now for you, Scorpio, just to give you a little bit of extra boost here, a bit of an extra suggestion. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck here. Chariot is really awesome to have. That's like Spirit having your back. You're making preparations and you're doing all the work. You're doing what you need to do here, Scorpio. Wow, Odin, Psychic Insight. Yes, perfect. This is really powerful. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And I feel like that's what you've done here. I feel like you've had to move out of this situation. Okay, out of the Five of Swords. You've trusted yourself. This is the Fool, following your intuition. Okay, you've trusted yourself. And yeah, even with the Chariot here. Okay, this is about you intuiting what you need to do in order to move forward. The World, okay. This is a nice balance of spiritual and material. So using your intuition once again to navigate the material energies and the spiritual energies, okay. Yeah, we might even read from the book quickly. I'll just pause for 1 second. Okay, so here we go. Odin is the Norse all-father god who is revered to the present day. He is a powerful, all-seeing, all-knowing god. So you could definitely call on Odin for assistance, okay, one of the Norse gods. His twin flame is Freya, and like her, he has a raven totem. The story goes that he surrendered one of his eyes at a mystical spring called Mimir, so that he could gain the wisdom of the ages. Sorry, I've just got to scratch my nose. He is a strong but somewhat wild character who helps us reawaken our natural psychic instincts and open our third eye so we can look beyond the physical senses and into the spiritual realms. So yes, the physical and the spiritual coming together for you here, Scorpio. He also helps us, excuse me, another scratch. He also helps us recognize that it's okay to have insights into what's happening next. After all, we are the creators of our path. Odin guards the runic alphabet too and works closely with signs, symbols, and omens. So the extended message, just a quick paragraph, says, you are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. Look within and follow your intuition or psychic visions. You may want to plan ahead at this time. It's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. There will be signs and symbols from the light to tell you that you are on the right path. Be aware of winged beings gracing your path as a wink from Odin and the light keepers to say that they are honouring your work. And you have been working hard here, Scorpio, and that, you know, you've been working hard here, okay, and it's going to be a favourable outcome. So if there's something new that you're embarking on that has yet to manifest, this is a favourable, victorious, successful outcome, okay, here, Scorpio. So yeah, just having faith and trust and really trusting your instincts as well. So I hope that's been helpful for you, Scorpio. I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you again soon.